Oh, or like a live stream.
So it's a live stream, but you can access it after.
After? Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. It should be on our YouTube page. This is streamed on YouTube right now.
Is there a copy of it at some point?
Yep, it'll be uploaded thereafter. It's on the Alberson streaming, like for the Alberson Center, but...
Okay, how do you, I mean, are you able to like download it through your records?
I'm not sure how it works on YouTube, but probably.
Oh, right down there.
Probably.
Second question or third or whatever it is, you know the nearest thing is for going to the potty.
I'm going to say somewhere out there.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I do, thank you.
Thank you for being here this afternoon to celebrate this important milestone with us. Your presence means the world to our graduates and school community. For those who are unable to attend, please know that you are with us in spirit. You may have noticed a single chair draped in our school colors. This chair stands as a solemn tribute, honoring the memory and presence of those who could not be with us this afternoon, but will forever remain in our hearts. Let us come together now to celebrate our graduates with pride, gratitude, and hope for all that lies ahead. I now have the honor and privilege to introduce to you our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matt Stewart.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, friends, members of the Colorado community, staff, and Board of Education. Staff, if you're any staff member in the district or Board of Education, please stand. So all of our staff members that are here present today. So stay standing. So thank you, teachers, administrators, custodians, paraprofessionals, staff, drivers, food service, substitute teachers, and all the other support staff members that I didn't mention. The list is just too long to continue. Of course, our Board of Education as well. You have made it possible for us to be here today, in particular our custodial staff, and our maintenance staff, and high school staff, for making this setup so beautiful and for making sure that it's a great day for our graduates and their families. Also, more importantly, the last 13 plus years, all of you have supported these students to be here today. So thank you on behalf of the Colorado community. So let's give them a round of applause. Do we have any veterans in the audience? If we have veterans, please stand. So all of our veterans, please stand. Now, graduates, this is your opportunity. Hopefully you've found where your parents and your family are seated in the audience. So, they have worked very hard. I'm a parent. I just had a student graduate, a daughter graduate last year, and so I know how much work it is to get your children to this point. And so please give your parents and your grandparents and your family members today a round are unfortunately the just missed it class. The air conditioning is coming this summer. It's coming district-wide. I will say though, of course, you lucked out today because normally commencement ceremonies are just terribly hot. Today is actually a beautiful day for the commencement ceremony. So you got lucky today. You did get lucky. But that said, over the years, you've endured warm, stuffy classrooms, the steady box fans, and you've come up with some of the most creative uses of Chromebooks and minifans I've ever seen. And I've been in a few classrooms. It's just amazing, very creative. You probably engineers. And now, just as you're about to walk out of these doors for the last time, we're finally bringing the cool air to you. Timing, as they say, is everything. Consider it character building, or at least excellent training for college dorms, first apartments, where climate control is more of a suggestion than reality. And as I said, my daughter graduated last year, so at Western Michigan University, so I can attest to the fact that dorms. And believe me, I get it. When I graduated in 1990 from East Jackson High School in Jackson, Michigan, my district celebrated by building a beautiful new track, a beautiful new football field at the stadium right after I left. I spent 4 years running track. That was my sport. 4 years running track. And what was basically a dirt path, what dreaming of what rubber might feel like under my shoes. By the time the upgrades were finished, I was long gone. Whenever I go back now, I'm still slightly bitter over the experience. If you were here in 2023, you might remember my first commencement address as superintendent of the following. I opened with a joke about the Rocky theme song, thinking none of the 23 graduates would know anything about it. Turns out I was very wrong. That was my first learning experience here in Colorado. Never underestimate Gladiator. Never. This afternoon, I want to share a story. Just last week, I received a letter in the mail from Mrs. Noreen Kelly Winslow. Some of you may know Mrs. Winslow. I'm not sure. Maybe she's even in the audience today. But she's a Fowlerville graduate from the class of 1945. She lives right down the road in Eaton Rapids, Michigan. She's 80 years old. 80 years ago this June, she sat right where you are today, celebrating her own graduation. And yes, it was a real letter, like with a stamp and everything. Someday your kids might be shocked that you can actually write words on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope with a stamp, and then the post office would actually deliver it to your homes. She told me about her teachers at the time, Tom Weeks, John Munn, and Mabel Hart, and that the superintendent at the time was a man named H.T. Smith. That name might sound familiar to some of you, especially if you spent your earliest years walking the halls of Smith Elementary. Yes, that's the same H.T. Smith. So if you've ever wondered how someone gets a school named after them, apparently the answer is become superintendent, retire, and then wait a few decades. If I'm lucky, maybe they'll name Fowlerville Elementary School after me once a few decades pass. Maybe not with this particular board, but yeah, it seems like we're kind of moving away from that. But I anticipate, potentially, I might get a hallway with no windows named after me, or maybe a coffee maker and a break room. We'll see. I do love coffee. I love coffee, so I would be honored if that was something that happened for me down the road. Noreen also shared about her life, how she and her husband were married for 53 years, how they raised 3 children, and how she now enjoys time with her great-grandchildren and her grandchildren. She still lives independently, and at 97 years old, she told me she's aiming for 100. As she put it, I figure I might as well make it now. That kind of spirit, that blend of perseverance, pride, and humor is part of the legacy of Fowlerville. It was present in 1945, and it's present this afternoon, and it lives in each one of you. Which brings me to the message I want to leave with you today. Every generation of students faces their own challenges. For Noreen and her classmates, it was graduating in the shadow of World War II. For my class in 1990, it was navigating the uncertainty of a rapidly changing world where the Berlin Wall had fallen in November 1989. The Cold War was on the verge of ending, and the world we thought we knew was suddenly being rewritten. And for you, class of 2025, it's stepping into adulthood in an age of constant transformation, where technology evolves literally by the week, where the world feels both connected and uncertain, and where the pressure to figure it all out can feel overwhelming from time to time. But no matter the decade, no matter the headlines, one truth stays the same. You have to keep going. Keep showing up, keep building, even when the plans change, even when the air conditioning comes with summer today. And you've done exactly that so far. You've lived through a pandemic and wars, yet your identity as a class is not been defined by hardship. You've grown into young adults who have shown up for each other, adapted with maturity, and faced some curveballs. You've built friendships, served your school, and represented your community with pride. You've shown resilience, you've shown heart, and you've shown that you are ready for what comes next. Now, I know these speeches are supposed to provide some wisdom, so here is mine for you. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. As Margaret Thatcher, former British Prime Minister, said, you may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Keep showing up, keep pushing forward, and you will find your way. Life rarely gives us the ideal setup. It hands us dusty tracks and hot classrooms. But you show up anyway. You run the race anyway, and along the way you discover what you are truly made of. Class of 2025, now join a long line of proud following graduates. Carry with you not just the lessons from textbooks, but the lessons of resilience, determination, and a deep sense of community that define this place. As you walk forward into this next chapter of your life, whether it's college, a trade school, military, the workforce, or an adventure all of your own, remember this: greatness is not measured by perfect conditions or easy victories. It's measured by grit, your character, hard work, and the faith that you did your best. So stand tall, gladiators. Carry the pride of this community with you, and never forget that you are part of something truly special, something that will always be your cheering on. Congratulations, class of 25. Make your journey be filled with purpose, courage, and joy. Thank you, and stay cool out this summer. Next week it's going to get hot. Now I'd like to welcome Mrs. Amy Sova, Board of Education President, to the podium to say a few words. Thank you, and go Lads.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It is my great honor to welcome all of you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. 33 years ago, I walked across this stage and became a graduate of Fowlerville Community Schools, just as you will in a very few short minutes. I feel very privileged to have watched this class grow and learn from pre-K to today. At this time, I'd like to recognize the members of the Board of Education. I call your name. Lindsay Redinger, trustee. Daniel Reed, trustee. Sue Sharon, secretary. Diana Dombrowski, trustee. And today, John Boucher, treasurer, and Bob Hinton, vice president, had scheduling conflicts. Both wanted to extend their well wishes to the graduates. On behalf of the Board of Education, I offer our heartfelt congratulations. We wish you nothing but success, happiness, and fulfillment in whatever path you pursue next. You are stepping into the future with the tools that you need and a community behind you that believes in you. And always remember, go Lads. This time, I'd like to welcome Morgan Thomas to the stage, the class president.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the graduation of the Fowlerville High School class of 2025. First, on behalf of all the graduates, I want to extend a warm and sincere thank you to our incredible administration. Your hard work behind the scenes keeps everything running smoothly, and we are truly grateful for your dedication. To our amazing teachers, thank you for being more than just educators. You've been mentors, motivators, and guiding lights. You challenged us, believed in us, and helped us shape us into who we are today. And to my fellow classmates, thank you for the memories from the early mornings to the long school days, the shared laughs, and everything in between. You've made these years unforgettable. I'm so grateful to have grown up beside such a supportive group of inspiring people. This celebration wouldn't be the same without each and every one of you. Let's carry these memories with us as we take on the next chapter. Thank you, and let's make today a celebration to remember.
At this time, I'd like to call to the stage our salutatorian, Celine Callis.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the big day that we've been working toward I want to start by expressing my immense gratitude for all of the people that have made today possible. Thank you to the teachers and staff members that have supported me throughout this amazing journey. Your hard work and kindness do not go unnoticed. Thank you to my family, who always believed in me and gave me the tools to get to where I am today. My parents never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do, and I am eternally grateful for their wisdom and support. My parents have given me so much over these last 18 years, but the best gift by far has been my 2 younger sisters. I never would have accomplished anything without them or the rest of my family, and I am so lucky to go through life as a part of their team. As a student athlete, it's incredible to see how similar life is to sports, and how much you can learn if you simply pay attention. One of the biggest things I've learned from being a student and a hockey player is that hard work always pays off. Effort is the basis for all success, and the results we received are directly influenced by the work we put in. You are the only person responsible for your success, which can be good or bad depending upon your perspective. On one hand, it means that you are in control and can fight for whatever success means to you. On the other hand, it means that you must hold yourself accountable and can't play victim to circumstances that you create. There is a fine line between these 2 roads, and the barrier between them is discipline. Discipline is the ability to control your behavior in order to reach a goal, and nobody ever achieves anything without it. The only certainty in life is knowing that nothing is certain, and even though we can't plan for the curveballs life throws us, we can control our behavior in response to them. Whether this be in our academic careers, our work, our sports, or simply our everyday lives, it is so important to remember that what happens to us is far less significant than how we respond to it. As we enter the next phase of our lives, we should take with us effort, discipline, and an open mind. As with these qualities, along with many others that we picked up over our academic careers, we can accomplish anything. To end this journey and begin our new ones, I'll leave you with the words of our friend, Dr. Seuss. You're off to great places. Today's your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations and best of luck, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Celine. It is my honor and privilege to present the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Miss Stacy Young.
Hi everyone. For those of you who haven't read the program yet or listened to Mr. Zages, I'm Stacy Young. Now, I'm not totally sure what the right way to start a speech is, but I've heard that thanking your parents is usually a pretty good move. So, Mom, Dad, wherever you are, thank you so much for everything. Standing up here today, it's hard not to reflect on how far we've all come. We've somehow managed to survive early mornings, awkward group projects, and in my case, people asking me if I've ever seen the music video to Stacy's Mom. For those of you wondering, yes, I have. We've all grown up together in these moments, finding out who we are, who we're not, and who we might want to be. And as much as I'd love to stand here and pretend that I have all the answers about life, the future, or how to pass the test you didn't study for, I really don't. Which brings me to this. We've all made some mistakes, right? Like thinking, it's a multiple choice test. How hard can it be? Or assuming that common sense would get us through algebra. It didn't. But those mistakes, the moments where you wanted to crawl under a rock, are all part of what got us here today. Dressed in purple and gold, wondering how much longer these speeches are going to go on for. While writing this, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what I wanted to say. I wanted to find the words that might inspire you, comfort you, or at least get you to laugh. But eventually, I realized something. There's no perfect speech that'll sum up everything we've been through. There's no magic phrase that'll make this moment feel more meaningful or make the future seem any less terrible. Because the truth is, this moment isn't really about what I say. Because after today, most of us probably the edge of something new. After today, we leave this school. We leave Follicle, and we leave behind the routines we've known for years. Some of us might stay in touch, some of us won't, and yes, for some people, that's sad. For others, it's a massive relief. What's next is scary. The future is uncertain, and thinking about it too much makes me want to throw up. But we're going anyway, because no one gets anywhere by staying still. And I have to believe that there's more out there. More to see, more to do, more than these four cinder block walls could ever teach us. We just have to go find it. So as we walk out of this gym and into whatever's next, I'll leave you with this. Always try your best. Work hard, stay kind, and keep going, even when it's messy. Thank you all for coming to celebrate the end of this chapter of our lives, and go Glads.
Thank you, Stacy. At this time, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas. Please hold your applause until all of the names of the graduates have been read, and then we can celebrate together. Thank you.
For the first two rows, please rise. Go ahead.
Alyssa Marie Howell, summa cum laude. Abby Brennan DeCare, summa cum laude. Kaylin Christina Cockrell. Evan David Schultz, summa cum laude. Tyler Kevin Daly, summa cum laude. Ethan Mark Way, summa cum laude. Hunter Allen Stewart, summa cum laude. Autumn Ray Carr, summa cum laude. Kyle Perry Federling.
The Processional thing, so I'm trying to get a picture of it.
Alana Nicole Chappelle.
I know.
Michaela Jean Kelly, cum laude. Benjamin Edward Durbin, magna cum laude. Ethan Robert Burchett, FOLA, right?
You know what this part of it is?
Waylon Garrett Lampkin, magna cum laude.
I thought it was. I didn't know it might be one that was honoring for GPA and that.
Margaret Jean Burma, summa cum laude. Hannah Rose Blivus, summa cum laude.
Douglas Aaron Brady. Nathan Alexander Zalaki, summa cum laude, and seal of the President. Lucas Owen Moore, cum laude.
Oh, no.
Molly Nicole Grant, magna cum laude. Michaela Reagan Cox. Cameron Titus Cook, summa cum laude. Drew Allen Showerman. Amelia Marie King, summa cum laude. Jocelyn Marie Parmo, summa cum laude. William Stacy Schrader, summa cum laude. Wyatt Allen Soden, summa cum laude. Tommy Lynn Kleinschmidt, cum laude. Morgan Riley Thomas, summa cum laude. Meta Louise Brown. Peyton Lee McConaughey, magna cum laude. Riley Grace Thomas, summa cum laude. Nora Faye Presley, summa cum laude. Evelyn Grace Rediger.
Madison Grace Barwood, magna cum laude. Emma Marie Copeland, summa cum laude. Ryan Lee Harris, cum laude.
Adrena Lynn Smith, cum laude. Elise Nicole Johnston. Laura Brianne Brock, cum laude. Fiona Kayla Tutuli. Evelyn Grace Simpkins, magna cum laude. Grace Olivia Nelson, summa cum laude. Valerie Isabella Kerr. Isabella Christine Jones, magna cum laude. Maeve Fiona Gedman, magna cum laude. Jenna Rain Forster, cum laude. Sophia Louise Doan, summa cum laude. Ava Lily Mudd, magna cum laude. Braylon Benjamin Charbonneau, magna cum laude. Owen Matthew Smith. Zachary Aiden Prolichek, summa cum laude. Clara Addison Johnson, cum laude. Anthony Stephen Thompson. Zachary Richard Wallace, magna cum laude. Ethan Mitchell Paul. Carson L. Shochat, cum laude. Matthew Alan Jeffrey, cum laude. Hunter J. Joe, magna cum laude. Guillermo Espinas Romero, foreign exchange student, Spain. Cody Ryan Sweet, cum laude. Cole Andrew Sova, cum laude. Ethan Shane Lancaster. Nicholas Edward Moros, magna cum laude. Waylon Darrell Fletcher. Lily Hay Shea Redinger, cum laude. Abraham Garcia Garza. Nathan Christopher Miller, magna cum laude. Jonathan William Miller. Ashlyn Rose Spreadman. Holly Ray Bennett. Aubrey Marie Loomis, magna cum laude, sealed by literacy. Kirsten Ann Bishop. Anna Marcella Arnott, cum laude. Chloe Lucille Rygard. Luke Alan Anderson, cum laude.
Gabriella Renee Bango, cum laude. Shane Michael Oxter. Clayton Joseph Singleton. Adriana Marie Barr. Taylor M. Smith, cum laude. Spencer George Holden. Tyler Henry Gordon. Damian Richard Hudson. Wesley Keith Allen Piquel.
Oh, shoot.
Ashton Allen Rose. Andrew Scott Hannah. Leighton Daniel Kaiser.
Yeah.
Nathan Thomas Rum. Justice Mark Wojcik.
Hoping I can get it.
Jordan Tehran Bulledge. Sean Bryce Rose. Evan James Barr. Riley Judith Zoe. Aiden Joseph Goodwin.
Yeah!
Mordecai Whitney A. Field. Lennox Julian Reason.
didn't get in as close as I wanted to.
Jocelyn Louise Tyler. Alexander John Tyler. Levi John Baker. McKenna Leanne Robinson. Trevor Joseph Zulinski. Brian Anthony Wagner. Hunter William Robinson. Braxton Tyler Grissetti. Caleb Aaron Dixon. Aiden Henry Sinnett. Caleb Levi Cadu. Dwayne Lee Kudahay. Natalie Ann Ryla. Elsa Grace Rosenthal. Audrey Rose Pfeiffer. Kendall Marie Lutz. Troy Patrick Birmingham. Lucas Ryan Yerkins. Brandis Jolene Schuyler. Caden Dale Juresco. Nathan Charles Wiley. Jonathan Matthew Shea. Landon James Harrison. Brandon Matthew Hunt. Alex Marie Hahn. Delaney Marie Mazia. Blake Thomas James. Keegan Michael Roberts. Cameron Joseph Bouton. Cameron Allen Ball. Carlos Alexander Iala. Pablo Santos Harris, foreign exchange student, Spain. Noah James Piante. Riley Cleon Donnelly. Thomas Michael Fletcher. Daniel Wayne Pounds. Trevor John Hale.
Hinojosa. Audrey Lynn Felver.
Savannah Paige Grimm. Chloe Lynn Carell. Jason Philip Bedwell. Andreas Michael Ball. Tatum Alexandria Cook. Aubriana Nicole Botelli. Braden Matthew Valentine. Riley Jace Turner. Brody Allen James Lee. Frederick Scott Pringle. Lucia Garcia Fernandez for an exchange student from Spain. Michaela Isabel Shakira. Elizabeth Marie Teresa Myers. Lady Kay Fillinger. Brianna Lynn Harmon. Elise Elizabeth Plunkett, cum laude. Selena Marie Collins. Nathan Edward Densmore. Michael Anthony Exler. Joshua Robert Porter. Cole Ryan Clark. Drake Walker Denny. Blake Joseph Felice. Luke Andrew Flatt. Spencer Ray Rose.
symbolic gesture that marks the transition from students to graduates. At this time, graduates, please rise. With the support of your families, the dedication of your teachers, and your own hard work, you've earned the right to call yourselves high school graduates. Now, by the power vested in me as the principal of Fowlerville High School, I invite you to move your tassel from the right side to the left. We'll meet you outside behind the school. Thank you and enjoy this beautiful